Hey, clearing my throat. All right. I'm live again in the studio here this morning. Is it still morning? No, it's afternoon. It's almost lunchtime, so I'm not going to be very long here. Working on, let's see, what am I working on? I'm working on GMFG, and as I was yesterday, and I did a few things before I went on the air. So, here's one of the things I did. I added a little reverb to the drum bus, so let's hit the start of this song. Solo the drums. And then I'll turn the verb off. A little different. So you can hear a little bit of depth there. Ooh, and there's the vocal. I got no effects on the vocal right now, so I just took the vocal effects all out and did some EQing. So I'm going to mess around with some vocal effects now. Let's see, where am I sending the vocals? Looks like I'm sending something on bus 3. What's bus 3? Bus 3 is, oh, that's a reverb. I don't know if I like that reverb. I'll bring that up a little bit and see how that sounds. Take it from the top of the song here. Bring the verb up as the vocal starts.
Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, what you got for us today? Another heaping pile of bladder sliding off.
That's not bad.
Another steaming FedEx stew served with a smile. Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, I see your lips moving.
It's a little ambient reverb there in the vocal.
I don't know how you don't choke to death on that bile. But if you say it over and over and
Then I have a little doubling, vocal doubling thing that I did here. I'll bring that in on the chorus and see what that sounds like. Here's the chorus.
But if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it
Doing weird things on the harmony vocals.
over and over, someone will believe you.
The other thing I had, messed around with a little bit of slapback echo on the vocal. Let's see what that sounds like. First without the reverb and have it by itself here.
Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, what you got for us today? Another heaping pile of bladder sliding off a plate.
Just really subtle.
Steaming FedEx stew served with a smile.
Bring the reverb in.
Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, I see
Too much.
your lips moving. That only means there's something spewing out that isn't proven.
I'm gonna do a little cut some of the low end on that reverb. Let's see, how do I do that with the Quantec reverb simulator? Can I do that, or it's probably easier just to? Here we go. This must be. Let's try that once.
I don't know how you don't choke to death on that bile. But if you say it over and over and over,
Let's go back to the top. Top of the vocal here, bar 8.
good morning, Fallon Goebbels, what you got for us today? Another heaping pile of bladder sliding off a plate. Another steaming FedEx stew served with a smile. Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, I see your lips are moving. That only means there's something spewing out that isn't proven. I don't know how you don't choke to death on that bile.
Okay, I'm getting a lot of the low end actually from the slapback. So I'm going to slide this frequency range here up. Right now is like between 140 hertz and 2100. I'm just going to slide the whole thing up a little bit. Maybe take a little bit this up to like 400. Let's see what that sounds like.
Another steaming fetid stew served with a smile. Good morning, Fallon girls. I see your lips are moving. That only means that something's spewing out that isn't proven. I don't know how you don't choke to death on that bile. But if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, someone will believe you.
I don't know if I like that vocal doubling coming in on the chorus. Let's see what the doubler is set at. Oh, I'm using that one. I'm using the isotope vocal doubler, and I got it set pretty extreme right now. So maybe, well, let's see. Back off it a little bit here. Let's see. I think the chorus comes in at 24 frame, 24 bar number 24. So let's see here. Yep.
But if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and
Don't like that one too much. I like the idea, but I don't like the way it sounds on that one. How about if I go try something different? I'm going to try a different plugin. Let's see here. I'm going to look for the Super Tap 2 taps from Waves. And there is a particular plugin or setting I really like on this one. Sometimes I use it for the whole vocal. It's a thing called Slap Elvis. And I'm going to mute the direct signal on this. So let's do that. Go back to bar 24, and I'll bring it in. I'll go back before that a little bit, and then bring it in on the chorus. See what that sounds like.
only means that something's spewing out that isn't proven. I don't know how you don't choke to death on that bile. But if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and
That's what it sounds like by itself right there. And then bring it in. I'll try it again here.
But if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over,
This is really extreme here. You don't want to go that high.
say it over and over and over, someone will believe you. Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, how you going for a laugh? I get a different figure when I sit and do the math. It's almost like we live in two different worlds.
Yeah, I think I'll leave it in on that part there. Let's just do some automation here. So what I'm going to do now is on this vocal double track here, I'm going to write some automation in. I'm going to hit a button on my control surface here. That's called latch. And when I go here, if you look over here, this highlighted track right here, when I hit the latch button, this lights up right here. Now I'm latching the automation, so I'm going to bring that in on the chorus. Let's take it from the top, and I'll do that on the choruses. I'm going to have to listen to the whole thing. Here we go.
Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, what you got for us today? Another heaping pile of black.
Okay, I see the problem there is I already wrote some automation in there, so I have to go up to mix, pull down to delete automation, and delete all automation on that track. So now if I hit the read button, it's not highlighted. So I'll go back to hitting the latch button, and let's take it from the top. So let me pull that all the way down, and let's do it.
Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, what you got for us today? Another heaping pile of bladder sliding off a plate. Another steaming fetid stew served with a smile.
do it here.
But if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, someone will believe you.
We'll leave it in here.
Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, are you going for a laugh? I get a different figure when I sit and do the math. It's almost like we live in two different worlds. Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, are your facts as good as fiction? Cause nobody's swinging at anything you're pitching. No one with half a brain has even brought a bet. But if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, someone will believe you. Yeah, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, someone will believe you.
Okay, that's as far as I need to go with that. Now I can hit the read button and the automation will be there. I can scroll back and you see the fader go up and down. And so the automation is there. So then I did something yesterday off camera on this track right here. Got a plug-in here called Remix FX. And it is going to do some things to the vocal going out of the song, and I'll let you hear what that sounds like, and you'll see what the plug-in will do. This is the plug-in right here. You'll see what it does, and you'll hear it. Oops. Oh, go to bar 63. 63, and let's start.
Over and over and over, someone will believe you. 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 Good morning, Fallon Goebbels.
All right, that's what that does. And now I think at this point I'm just going to mix it down. Actually, I don't mix it down quite yet. I send it to Music, to Apple Music, and then import it into Music. And then I can listen to it off my phone. It'll be on my phone. And I can listen to it in the car and everywhere else, on stereo upstairs, the stereo in the other room here, and just get a feel for what it sounds like anywhere, right? So here's how I do that. Let's go look at that. So I want to play it through one time, just to see if there's any other mixes I want to do, or any other changes, I should say. I might mess with some of these reverbs and delays during the playback and see what that sounds like. First of all, hit the save button here. It's a save button right here on my control surface. Save. And now it's saved. And I'm going to play through the whole thing and see what it sounds like. Okay, now it's saved. Okay. Mute this mic so you can hear it better.
Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, what you got for us today? Another heaping pile of bladders sliding off a plate. Another steaming fetid stew served with a smile. Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, I see your lips are moving. That only means that something's spewing out that isn't proven. I don't know how you don't choke to death on hell. But if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over,
Yeah, I'm looking at isotope tonal balance control to see if there's any weird things going on, like at the high end here. It's all the high end information.
good morning, Fallon Goebbels, are you going for a laugh? I get a different figure when I sit and do the
let's try something here. I want to try something here. What if I take out the other effects when I have that slap Elvis effect in right at that point? Let's see what happens if I do it that way. Okay, first of all. No, I'm going to go up to 20, bar 20, 22. Here we go. Bar 22. Turn off the cycle. Here we go.
But if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, someone will believe you. Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, are you going for a laugh? I get a different figure when I sit and do the math.
If I did that.
It's almost like we live in two different worlds. Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, are your facts as good as fiction? 'Cause
Let's try that. I like that idea. It gives it a little more separation, differentiation in the parts. I'm going to mute the vocal reverb and the delay when I do that. So what I have to do now is I'm going to highlight the vocal reverb. I'm going to hit the latch button on that, and also the vocal delay, and hit the latch button on that. And on this vocal double, I'm going to hit the touch button. And what that means is it will respond to me pushing it up and go back to where it was. So whatever fader move I make, if I let go of the fader, it will go back to where it was. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. So make sure this one's on latch. Okay. So I'm taking the top here. Here we go.
good morning, Fallon Goebbels, what you got for us today? Another heaping pile of bladders sliding off a plate. Another steaming fitted stew served with a smile. Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, I see your lips are moving. That only means that something's spewing out that isn't proven. I don't know how you don't choke to death on that bile. But if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, someone will believe you. Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, are you going for a laugh? I get a different figure when I sit and do the math. It's almost like we live in two different worlds. Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, are your facts as good as fiction? 'Cause nobody's swinging at anything you're pitching. No one with half a brain has even brought a bet. But if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, someone will believe you. Yeah, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, if you say it over and over and over, someone will believe you. Someone will believe you.
Okay, that's all I need to do there. Now I'm going to go to each one of these and hit the read button. Read and read. And now I'm just going to go right ahead and do a mix down. I'll listen to it somewhere else. I'm not going to listen to it over and over again here. Make you listen to it over and over again. But let me show you what I do when I'm sending it to music so I can listen to it elsewhere. First of all, go to this track here, the output track. Turn all these off, all these plugins, because you don't want any of that sound to be printed to the mix. Because, like, for instance, this one here is a room correction software. It's called Sound ID Reference, and basically it's creating a waveform to correct for the frequency response of this room that I'm listening in. So I want to make sure that's off, and then I'm going to go up to I know you can't see this up here. It says File. I'm pulling down to say it's Share, and then Share Song to Music. And, well, first before I do that, let's make sure this button is on here. This goldenrod colored bar is up because that defines the length of the song. If you look in the track view here, I'll shorten that up. That's the length of the song here. So do that. Let's go here. Look at all this. These are all the other mixes, right? And here's all the tracks. Let's squeeze them all down so we can see them all. All right. All right. So the song goes from here to there. You want to make sure that is on, not off. Okay. Then I'm going to go back to the mixer view, go up to File, pull down to Share, Song to Music, and make sure it's named number 37. And I'm going to click this box that says Export Cycle Area Only. That's this goldenrod colored bar up here. Then I'm going to hit Share. And it wants to convert to 48 kilohertz, and yes, I want to do that, so I'll let it do that. And now we wait. While I'm waiting, I'll check the chat window, see if anybody's here. Anybody left me any messages? No, I don't see anything. Can't really see anybody watching right now, so nobody's actually watching, but that's fine. It will live on YouTube and on Facebook, where people can see it if people want to. And if you don't, that's fine too. And we just wait for this to happen and wait till it's done doing that. And let's check the window here. It's still working. Sometimes it takes a little while for this to happen. And it's a fairly new computer too, so it's not like it's an old computer. It just takes time. So basically what's going to happen is it's going to pop up in Apple Music. And then I'm going to add it to a playlist and then update the cloud library so it'll show up on all my devices like this one here. The phone, it'll be on the iPad, it'll be on this computer, that computer, and let's see here if we can see now. Okay, now it's playing back.
Good morning, Fallon Goebbels, what you got for us today? Another heaping pile of blather sliding off a plate. Another steaming FedEx stew served with a smile.
Let that play in the background. Now I'll go to Apple Music. Click on, go to current song. There's the current song. Now I'm going to go up to File and Update Cloud Library. So I wait for the Cloud Library to finish updating right here. Once that's done, now you see this arrow here. That means it's downloaded, and I can go add it to a playlist. So I'm going to add it to a playlist called JP, that's me, JP Latest Mixes. Okay, now I go to JP Latest Mixes. And where is it there? JP Latest Mixes. And then I'm going to drag that to the top. These are all my latest mixes. And I'm going to drag that to the top of the list. And get it up there. Where is it? Grab it, get it to the top of the list. That's the hard part. Okay, now I've got it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Top of the list. Okay, then we go update Cloud Library again. So it shows up everywhere on that playlist, and I can listen to it on the phone, in the car, on the stereo, everywhere. Headphones, earbuds, all the different ways you might want to hear it. So that's updated. Now that's done, I can quit music. Quit music. Oh, hold on. Still updating Cloud Library, so it doesn't want me to quit yet. So I'm letting it update. And we'll just wait for that to happen. Wait till this thing is done spinning around right here. See? Wait till that's all done spinning around. It's taking a while, isn't it? Meanwhile, I can go to Logic, and while that's still happening, I can go to Logic and save that, and then quit Logic once it's saved. Once the beach ball stops spinning around. Okay, I'll quit. And then we're back here, and I think it's done on music too. Let me make sure. Apple Music. Yep, no, that's still updating. Okay, well, I'm just going to let that happen. You don't have to watch that happen, and I'm going to call it an afternoon. So I'm going to break for lunch. So thanks for watching. If you like this, become a subscriber if you're on YouTube, and we'll do this again sometime. Okay? Any questions? Let me know. Drop them.